Good morning. What's going on, family? All right. Coming back to you again with another segment of Be Cool. I just had a a particular question that I had wanted to ask, and maybe it'll be more than just one question. It's probably a question with with a couple of points to it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're gonna you know what I'm saying? We're gonna establish ourselves or have some kind of base or where we, you know what I'm saying, thrive off of or from. Then we gotta have a no limit to whatever kind of problems we're gonna address. You know, that's not going to pull so much on those that are looking to the political aspect of things, if you want to take that route with it. Because I mean, you can even look at in the Bible times when the disciples, they were focused on spreading the gospel, but then they had so many widows and stuff like that, you know, that were believers as well. So the disciples was like, well, let's make some deacons. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some devout um, men that we know to handle this kind of stuff, because we can't let it take away from the real mission, if you would. So I mean, that's kind of like my point that I'm bringing up, is that we gotta have our goal has to be the real mission that we on. You know what I'm saying? Not overlooking all these things that go on in our community. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of one and the same. It's like, how can you really call yourself a community? You know what I'm saying? First of all, if you're not going out into that community, you know what I'm saying, with resources, you know what I'm saying, you know, to help bring some, you know, stabilization to the community. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if we're not doing it 100%, we should still, you know what I'm saying, have like our perspective has to be where we say, well, I know that I may not be the means of income for this family, but I still want them to have, you know what I'm saying, a good education. And so I just you know what I'm saying, you know, I just want to say that we can't, you know, discard anybody, and I'm going to go ahead and include the church in that, because if you're going to say that the black church doesn't do anything for the community, then I feel like you kind of missing, you know what I'm saying, like 50% of the black population with that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And so I mean, because it's churches, whether you want to call them organizations or not, they have, you know what I'm saying, child care and nurseries and schools, and you know what I'm saying. So I mean, we don't, you know, discriminate, you know what I'm saying, against people who may not, you know what I'm saying, feel as though we feel. But I mean, on that note, you have to You know what I'm saying? I mean, just for the point, as whereas like, you know, like all the you can't like blame the church for any of the crimes that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to extend that reach further. You know what I'm saying? To some of the things that's going on in our community, like you know, domestic abuse, sexual um, abuse, you know, child molestation, and you know, on every front. You know what I'm saying? Drug abuse. So that's, you know, that's kind of the next level I feel like we need to bring it to. I'm still gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of interviews that I'm going to be doing here in the near future, and I'm just going to keep on promoting. You know what I'm saying? Um, Being empowered. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we gotta have a base. So you gotta have a culture sense to where, you know what I'm saying, it's like we're from a culture system where we just don't turn on each other. It's like, hey, we're the bottom of the barrel, so oh man, I can pick something that I don't like about you, and since you're black, then that makes me feel good about myself. That's garbage. You know what I'm saying? We need to, you know what I'm saying, uplift each other until that's not a, you know what I'm saying, we don't have that stigma anymore. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if you have that mentality about your own people or your own race, then you know what I'm saying, it's like, where do you plan to go? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Are you just gonna just up and become something, and you don't have respect for your own people? Or you know what I'm saying, if you did, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna, support your own people. So you know what I'm saying, that's some thoughts that was on my mind this morning. Hope y'all have a good day, and peace. You know what I'm saying, we still developing black awareness. So that's what it is. Later.